Make me look good. All right, I'm ready.
Don't worry. You got it.
Nice finish. Go.
Wait. Gonna have to cut it.
Let's go.
You got
Just
it?
remember them black, so.
You got it. Yeah.
That was the state of my physique earlier this year. And in this video, I'm going to explain one, how I accomplished that. But secondly, number two, I also have a confession to make. So let's get into it. Now, first of all, how did I get myself into that shape? Some background on this. I grew up pretty much skinny and I never looked up to people who went to the gym. It was not something I was really interested in. But over time, as I started to work all these different corporate jobs, I realized that I was falling out of shape. It wasn't so easy to stay fit any longer. And so I made a commitment that I wanted to be in great shape. And over the years, I tried different things. I was skinny fat, to be honest. And I tried different things to get myself into the shape that I wanted to be in. And mostly I focused on the gym. I would go to the gym religiously, like almost 5, 6 times a week, but it just never got to the level where I was satisfied in terms of my results. Aside from the gym, I would try different diets, different habits, and I would never really stick to any of them. None of them really helped me achieve the results that I wanted. But this year was the first year where I actually felt that I made serious progress with my physique. And here are a few things that helped. Now, I always say that your environment, your location is one of the biggest things that can affect whether you achieve your goals or whether you don't. And in the past, I've had long stretches where I went to the gym every single day for months on end. And the reason I was able to do that, aside from my own inner motivation, was I made sure I lived close to the gym. One of my apartments, I could see the gym. Just looking out the window, I could see the gym. So every morning I would wake up. First thing is I would go to the gym. But as I said earlier, the gym wasn't enough for this transformation. One of the things I learned very late was that if you really want to change your body, your physique, what you really need is not just going to the gym. The most important part is actually what you eat. Now, this year, this was something that helped me because for a few months, I lived in a completely random location. It was beautiful, but I did not have access to the usual fast food places, to the usual restaurants. I was in a secluded area. To get junk food, to get snacks, I had to walk about 20 minutes or more to get to the town center. But let's face it, if you really want a milkshake, if you really want some ice cream, some bad food, you're going to be willing to walk 25 minutes to get some. So the thing that really helped me, aside from all this, to build my discipline was I had a food journal. This is it. This was my little diary. I would write every single day, I would write anything I ate. So every day I made the effort to eat the same thing, to eat healthy. But if I cheated, if I did something different, I would still record it in this journal. And this helped because when I would be 4, 5, 6 days into the week and I could see all my progress, I would think twice before eating something bad because I knew I would have to record it in this book. Every single thing I ate, I recorded in this book. And this was something that really helped me focus with my diet. Mostly I was eating rice, eggs, and when I would get really hungry, bananas. That was pretty much it on most days, and pasta sauce as well. Aside from that, a bit of caffeine to help me focus because I really hate coffee. Two more quick things on diet. One is I mentioned earlier, I try to eat the same thing every single day. And for me, that's easy to do. I don't really get bored. When I like a certain type of food, I can eat it every day for weeks, for months. So I made sure I was eating the same thing. So there was no confusion. There was no, should I have this today or should I have this instead? Once I had a good day, I tried to repeat that day as often as possible. And I know that's boring, but that is a sure way to get to your goals. If you're repeating the same positive habits every single day, you know that that day multiplied by 2 months is going to get you to the place that you want to go. The final thing is intermittent fasting. So before 12, I would avoid food. And after about 6, 7, I would avoid having food again. Now, this took a while to get used to, but what I realized was you might go to bed hungry, but when you wake up the next morning, somehow the hunger is gone. At night, you think, wow, this is going to kill me, but you wake up the next morning and you don't feel as hungry as you did the night before. Many mornings, I would still wake up hungry, but I realized that as long as I kept my mind busy, as long as I was working on something meaningful, I was able to get past the hunger. For example, right now I haven't eaten today. It's about 11, but making this video is helping me to ignore the hunger. Once you get into the routine for a week, for 2 weeks, it becomes easy. But the one thing that will really help you ruin your diet, at least in my case, was having other people around me, having friends around who could eat whatever they wanted. When you're hungry and there's someone in front of you having an ice cream, having a nice juicy hamburger, it is hard to resist temptation, but stay strong. All right, so here's my confession and my commitment. The confession is I am no longer in that shape. I've had a few months where I moved and I've been more lenient with my diet. I haven't gone to the gym as strictly, but I'm making a commitment in this video that I will be back stronger than ever. So in the next 2 months, I'm going to release the final footage of how I look at the end of August. I'll make some follow-up videos before then to show you my progress. But in 2 months, I want to be in the best shape of my life. And this is going to require 1, hitting the gym, but more importantly, number 2, focusing on my diet as much as possible. So you guys are welcome to join me on this journey, and hopefully this inspires you to get in great shape as well. See you guys on the other side. Take care.